In a town where secrets can shatter hearts and the past never stays buried, Monday, June 9th, brings a day of reckoning for our Salem favorites. From unexpected confessions to painful goodbyes, the drama in Days of Our Lives is about to reach fever pitch. Let's break it all down. The episode opens with a heartbreaking image. Rachel Black, tears streaming down her face, her shoulders shaking as she grapples with the devastating news of John Black's death. John wasn't just her grandfather. He was a constant in her life, a symbol of unwavering love and stability. Now that he's gone, Rachel is left adrift, drowning in sorrow she can't yet put into words. Brady Black sees the pain in his daughter's eyes, and his heart breaks all over again. This isn't just about losing John. It's about watching his little girl endure a loss that no child should have to face. His instincts as a father roar to life, and he draws Rachel close, his arms a protective shield against the cold reality of their grief. He whispers to her softly, promising that John's spirit will always be with them, that his kindness, his courage, and his warmth can never be taken away. But even as Brady speaks those comforting words, he feels his own pain threatening to spill over. John was his father, his role model. To be strong for Rachel, he has to bury his own heartbreak deep down. It's a test of his love and his resilience, one he's determined to pass for her sake. Across town, Eric Brady sits alone with his thoughts, the weight of John's passing settling heavy in his chest. For Eric, the loss isn't just about family, it's about watching his mother's heart shatter. Marlena Evans has always been a pillar of strength, but John was the light in her life. Now that light is gone, and Eric fears the darkness that could consume her. He can't help but picture Marlena, sitting in the quiet of their home, surrounded by memories that feel too sharp to bear. He worries that she'll retreat into that emptiness, that the loss of John will be a wound she can't heal from. The fear is almost paralyzing. But Roman Brady refuses to let that fear take hold. With a steady voice, he tells Eric that Marlena is stronger than any of them know. She's a survivor, Roman says. And she's got you. She's got all of us. His words cut through the fog of doubt, offering Eric a glimmer of hope. Roman knows that in times of tragedy, family is what carries you through. And he's determined to make sure Marlena never has to face this alone. For Marlena Evans, grief is both a public and private war. She sits surrounded by those who love her, their voices offering comfort, but inside, it feels as if the world has gone silent. Every breath she takes feels like it costs her something precious, like each inhale is a betrayal to the love she shared with John. The weight of his absence is crushing, yet Marlena refuses to let it break her. She wipes away the tears that threaten to drown her, each movement a small act of defiance against the darkness that presses in. She tells herself she must be strong, because that's what John would have wanted. But this strength is hard-won. Every memory of John is both a comfort and a knife to the heart. His laughter, his gentle touch, the way he always knew how to make her feel safe. It's all still there, echoing in every room, but he isn't. Marlena knows she has to keep moving forward, but every step feels like walking through a fog of sorrow. Spoilers hint that in the days to come, Marlena will lean heavily on the love of her family, on Brady, on Eric, and on Roman. Their support will be her lifeline. Still, the pain won't vanish overnight. This new reality is a labyrinth of grief and memory, and Marlena will have to navigate it one day at a time, carrying John's memory in her heart as she learns how to live again. As Monday's episode unfolds, Salem begins to brace itself for one of the most solemn events the town has ever faced, John Black's funeral. The very air in Salem seems heavier, as though the town itself is mourning the loss of a man whose quiet strength and unwavering loyalty touched everyone who knew him. Friends, family, and even those who once stood against John are preparing to pay their respects. The funeral is more than a ritual. It's a chance for everyone to come together and acknowledge the profound mark John left on their lives. Marlena Evans stands at the center of this gathering storm of grief, her heart aching with the knowledge that this final farewell will never truly feel like enough. She's surrounded by friends and loved ones, but there's a loneliness in her eyes that can't be filled. Tears will flow freely as stories of John's heroism and compassion are shared. Faces will be etched with pain, and the weight of unspoken words will linger in every sigh and every glance. For those who loved John most, this funeral is a chance to honor a man who gave so much and asked for so little in return. Meanwhile, Steve Johnson shares some critical updates with Kayla Johnson. It's not just about the funeral. It's about the shifting tides of life and loss that touch everyone in Salem. Is there a connection between John's passing and Bo Brady's ongoing recovery? Could these two men, so deeply woven into Salem's tapestry, still share a final link? Fans will have to watch closely to see if this is the moment when fate brings new clarity to Salem's grieving hearts. But amid the grief and remembrance, there's another storyline ready to explode. A secret that could shatter friendships and ignite new conflicts. Ariana, Ari, Horton and Tate Black, both reeling from John's death, find themselves in a quiet moment of shared mourning. Their bond runs deep, forged in the fires of family and friendship, but it's about to be tested like never before. Ari's never been one to hide her feelings, and on this day of raw emotion, her guard slips. In a breathless confession, she reveals the truth about a night that was supposed to stay in the shadows, a night she shared with Doug Williams III. The words tumble out before she can stop them, her voice trembling with both fear and excitement. For Tate, the revelation is nothing short of earth-shattering. Doug Williams III isn't just some name in the crowd. He's part of the same tangled web of Salem's history that Tate himself is caught in. And now, that web threatens to ensnare them all in a drama that's about to explode. Ari's secret isn't just gossip. It's a crack in the foundation of trust she shares with Tate. And as she finishes speaking, the air between them feels heavy, charged with 1,000 unspoken questions. Can Tate handle the truth? Can their friendship survive this bombshell? Or has Ari just crossed a line that she can never step back from? The weight of Ari's confession settles onto Tate's shoulders like a lead blanket. He tries to keep his expression neutral, to hide the confusion and anger swirling inside him. But his eyes give him away. He's shaken to his core, struggling to process the depth of what Ari has just laid bare. Doug Williams III is more than a casual fling. He's a symbol of everything Tate fears: betrayal, temptation, and the dangerous thrill of secrets. As Ari's words echo in his mind, Tate is forced to confront the reality that the girl he thought he knew has a side he never saw coming. Inside, a war rages in Tate's heart. Part of him wants to protect Ari, to pretend that this was just a mistake, a moment of vulnerability in a life filled with chaos. But another part of him can't ignore the betrayal he feels, the sense that something precious between them has just been tainted. Then there's Holly Jonas, sweet, trusting Holly, who's been a quiet presence in their circle of friends. If she finds out about this, what will she think? And does Tate have a responsibility to tell her the truth, even if it costs him Ari's friendship? As the scene fades, Tate stands at a crossroads. One path leads to silence and the dangerous game of keeping secrets. The other demands honesty and the risk of losing everything he's built. It's a moment that will shape not just his future with Ari, but the future of everyone caught in the storm of this revelation. Ari's confession doesn't just hang in the air. It's a weight pressing down on Tate's shoulders, threatening to crush him under the burden of what he now knows. For Tate, this is more than a secret. It's a crossroads, a moment that will test everything he thought he understood about loyalty, friendship, and the tangled web of emotions that binds them all together. He can feel the pull in his chest, torn between protecting Ari and doing what's right by Holly. Holly, who's always been a steady presence in his life, someone he cares for deeply, maybe even more than he's willing to admit. If he keeps quiet, he's shielding Ari from the consequences of her actions. But if he speaks up, he risks tearing apart the delicate balance that's been holding them all together. This isn't just teenage drama, it's the very heart of Salem's twisted dance. Secrets like this don't stay buried for long, and Tate knows that once the truth is out, there's no going back. One slip, one whispered word to the wrong person, and the fallout could be explosive, destroying friendships, fracturing trust, and turning allies into enemies. As Tate wrestles with the choice before him, the weight of Ari's confession looms larger. Does he follow his heart, or his conscience? In a town built on lies and half-truths, even the smallest decision can echo forever. So, what does this all mean for Salem, and for everyone caught in the storm of Monday's episode? It's a tangled web of heartbreak and hope, betrayal and redemption. From Rachel's tears and Brady's unwavering support, to Marlena's quiet determination to keep going, every moment is a testament to the strength and the fragility of the human spirit. Ari's shocking confession isn't just a moment of weakness, it's a catalyst, a spark that could ignite everything around it. And for Tate, it's a question of who he wants to be in this moment of crisis. Will he become the protector, shielding Ari from the fallout? Or will he become the truth-teller, risking it all to do what he believes is right? As viewers, we're left on the edge of our seats, wondering what will happen next. Will Brady's comforting words be enough to heal Rachel's broken heart? Will Marlena find her way through the darkness, or will she be lost in the shadow of her grief? And what about Tate? Will he stay silent, or speak up and face the consequences? One thing is certain. In days of our lives, secrets have a way of coming to light, and the smallest choice can become the biggest betrayal. And when hearts are at stake, the line between love and loss is razor thin. We want to know what you think. Drop your theories and predictions in the comments below. Do you believe Ari's secret is just the start of something bigger? Or will Tate's decision send shockwaves through Salem and change everything we thought we knew? And don't forget, if you want to stay up to date with every twist and turn in Salem's most dramatic stories, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because in days of our lives, the past is never really gone, and the future? It's always just one secret away from turning your world upside down. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned, and remember, every goodbye is also a chance for a new beginning. Until next time, keep your hearts open, your eyes on Salem, and your trust in the truth, because it's the only thing that will save you in a town like this.